What are the signs? What will you find? First of all, a stall-worthy sign we have already discussed. You push the baby down in the pelvis and the fetal heart will go down, and that suggests a placenta, posterior placenta previa. Posterior placenta previa. Okay, vaginal examination. Now, mind it, vaginal examination is contraindicated. It is absolutely contraindicated in placenta previa if you are suspicious that it's a placenta previa. Because if you put out your fingers inside the internal os or the external os and you rupture the capillaries, or you move your fingers around the placenta, it is going to bleed more. But you can easily do a cuscose examination. Cuscose speculum examination is fine. You can easily rule out. You can see the fetal head, you can see the membranes, or can you see the placenta. So a gentle cuscose examination, very, very important, gentle, to see if there is any other cause. And what can you see? Can you see the placenta coming out? Can you see the baby's head, or can you see sometimes the membranes also? Sometimes you can see the placenta. Sometimes when you put a cuscose speculum, you can see the placenta here. You put the speculum, you can see the placenta, and you can see the fetal head also here, or the membranes. So then you know that it is a marginal placenta previa, or maybe a placenta previa which is partially covering the internal os. Then you have to decide what to do. All right. So you can do a gentle cuscose examination, but per vaginal examination, when you are putting fingers in the os, is contraindicated. Okay. What else will you see when you actually examine a placenta previa? Yes, pallor might be there. Pallor, why pallor? Because she might be bleeding in between and she did not come to you. So pallor might be there, which will kind of coincide with the kind of bleeding she had. Because in abruptio placenta, there might be some concealed bleeding. So the pallor, the status of the patient doesn't actually match with the kind of history she gives. Okay, she's saying I did not bleed, but still she looks very pale. Okay, so pallor here will coincide with the amount of bleeding she has had or the history that she's giving. Secondly, the uterus will be soft, because there is no increased tone. The thromboplastin is not released. Uterus is soft unless she is contracting and going in labor. The uterus will be soft. Then malpresentations are very common because there is a placenta sitting in the lower segment. So the baby might not get a longitudinal lie. It might go transverse. It might go oblique. So the malpresentations are very, very common. Especially breech is also very common. If there is a big placenta lying here, the baby just settles down with the breech below, because the head doesn't get space to come down. The head is bigger than the breech. So the breech comes down and settles down in the lower segment. So malpresentation, soft uterus, pallor, and warning hemorrhage, which is causeless and which is absolutely painless. Okay, so these are the signs that you will get.